It comes one day after White House officials said Florida has only used about half of its supply from the federal government. But the governor says not so fast. News 6's Eric Von Anken joins us live. And Eric, the governor addressed that statement during a news conference today.
Right, Ginger. He was quite defensive. He says he is handing out the vaccinations faster than he's getting them, especially here at nursing homes. And he says he would do even more if he would get even more from the federal government. Now, here's how this really ramped up, in particular yesterday, with this comment.
And I will note, because we're data first here, facts first here, they've only distributed about 50% of the vaccines that they have been given in Florida. So clearly they have a good deal of the vaccine.
That's disingenuous. We are #1 in the country for doses per capita for the top 10 states, the top 10 most populous states.
Governor Ron DeSantis pushed back this morning in Vero Beach against the analysis from the White House press secretary yesterday that Florida has only given out about half of the shots it's been given from the federal government. DeSantis said Florida is focusing on seniors, prioritizing them for first and second doses before anyone else.
But we're not going to divert second doses away from seniors. Seniors want it, we're going to do it. So if the implication is you should be giving those doses away to other people, that's not the way the FDA has prescribed it.
DeSantis says Florida has vaccinated more than 1 million seniors, and true numbers are lagging, taking days to be reported. For now, we're live. Eric Von Aken getting results, News 6.
We go to Florida now, where Republican Governor Ron DeSantis is threatening what he says could potentially amount to millions of dollars in fines to local governments that impose vaccine mandates. The governor said on Monday that Florida would fine cities and counties $5,000 for each employee that is forced to get a vaccine in order to continue working. NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos joins us now to dig into this a little bit. Danny, this threat stems from a law that Governor DeSantis signed back in May. It bans government entities in Florida from requiring proof of vaccination.
We're in a strange legal era here because for over a century, the Supreme Court has held that governments can force people to get vaccines. But what you have here is something very different. You have a government forcing other governments and schools to not force people to get vaccines or not force them to pass mask mandates or create mask mandates. And in this situation, it's going to come down to at least who gets to decide. Who gets to decide what is best for the people of a particular state or a school district? Is it the Florida legislature? Is it the governor and his executive orders? Or is it the localities, the school districts deciding what is best, for example, for their students? And it's a battle that is likely to go to the Supreme Court and is arguably already on the way there, coming from Florida.
This is Governor Greg Abbott. As you may have heard by now, I have tested positive for COVID-19.
First tonight, we continue to follow breaking news from the governor's mansion.
A year and a half into the pandemic, Texas Governor Greg Abbott says he has COVID-19. At least he's tested positive for the virus. So far, he says he's not feeling any symptoms. KVU's Darrenisha Herron's live at the governor's mansion tonight with the latest on the governor's health. Darrenisha?
Guys, the governor's office says that he is in good health, but he will be isolating here at the mansion. In recent days, we have seen the governor, who is facing re-election, out and about, mixing and mingling and hosting events. We have photos of that. Take a look. The governor's office have posted these photos of an event in Collin County last night. You can see many of the people in these photos were not wearing a mask. The governor's office told us that everyone who was in close contact with him has been notified about his positive test. He also met with delegation from India in the governor's public reception room at the state capitol. According to his office, the governor is tested daily, but this is the first time he tested positive. They say he's not experiencing any symptoms, but is receiving Regeneron's monoclonal antibody treatment. Abbott is 63 years old. The governor is vaccinated against COVID-19. He got the first dose of Pfizer vaccine back in December. We assume that he got the second dose about a month later. In a tweet today, in a video, he talked about being vaccinated.
Also want you to know that I have received the COVID-19 vaccine, and that may be one reason why I'm really not feeling any symptoms right now. I have no fever, no aches and pains, no other types of symptoms.
New at 4 o'clock, Governor Abbott doubling down on a ban on vaccine mandates, regardless of whether they have full FDA approval. He issued an executive order saying that policy is still in place. The governor is also adding an item to the special session to address the issue of whether any state or local government entity can mandate that someone get a COVID vaccine, and if so, what exemptions should apply.
India is doing so well. India is being decimated right now. We did a great job on that. The ventilators, the equipment that we got, the cupboards were all bare, everything that we did. And then we developed a vaccine, 3 vaccines in 3 months. In 9 months, and actually, I'll tell you, it was 3 days less than 9 months, and it's great. And you know what? I believe totally in your freedoms. I do. You got to do what you have to do. But I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine. If it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know.